Well, it's my last post from Istanbul. I'm heading off in about an hour, heading out towards the airport, which is a couple of hours away, and a train and a bloody tram and another train. Let's see how long it takes me to get there. I think I've got my map sorted, but we all know me. I'm at the grounds here where the Blue Mosque is, and it's quite peaceful today. It's Sunday. I thought it'd be rather hectic, but the tour guides are busy, as you can hear in the background, and I got to see my favourite female tour guide just before, because she's running a tour at the moment, so I was able to grab a snap of her. I love the way she delivers. She's to the point. She's going, there's a big hole down there because they just built over the top of everything. I love the way she presents. She's good fun. And I'm going to go pick my bag up. Look, Istanbul has been everything that's challenging about travel. The reason why I love to do it, it's nice getting out of my comfort zone. Europe is so comfortable for me now. I can find my way around, and so many people speak English. And this trip, it's been complete opposite. The further I've gotten into it, the less people that I can communicate with, and that's okay, because you have to find other ways around of dealing with things, and that's just testing. It was an attack on the senses, and since then I got a grip on it, and I've had a ball. I've found some interesting places, even wandering the streets for my last, 2 hours walk today, sitting down having a meal, and just taking in this square again, because it's pretty amazing. I'm in a quieter part. I'm not out in the middle of it because the wind's horrendous today. The wind, I shouldn't say horrendous, it's a blessing. In the heat, it's really hot and murky today. So when the wind kicks up, it's really lovely. It's nice to have that break from the heat. So I'm heading off to Skopje. That's going to be hotter again. Observations on Turkey. Well, I think I made a few. It is huge. I can't get over how big this city is, and it just keeps going. So I've seen a scary of it. So, I can have my opinions, but they're very limited because I've seen very little of what it has to offer. But I've had a good time exploring. I've had some great walks. I've hit some areas. I've travelled to different places to see what I can. The people are emotional, I suppose. I've heard a couple of doozies of fights. Walking, it's always the best part when you walk the streets, and that's what I think I miss about the English language, is when I'm usually travelling on, eavesdropping on lots of other people around me, listening to their conversations as they pass. And I can't do that here because I don't understand a word anybody's saying. But I can understand emotion. Boy, I heard a couple of heated arguments yesterday. One from a woman in a burqa that was given as good as she was getting, and another European couple, and I could understand half of what they were saying because they were using English half the time. So that was funny. But on the flip side of that, I've seen an awful lot of affection. Women hold hands here, not just mothers and daughters, sisters, relatives. The boys are very affectionate with one another. I watched them on the boat the other day, and just on the streets, the not gangs, boys when they're in 3s, 4s and 5s are very physically jovial together, which is really lovely. And it's a beautiful city, it's got its problems, haven't we all? But I like the fact that, they're not there's no way of over-policing it. There's no helmets. Everybody rides helmet-free. Everybody makes do on the streets. They push their way in and they get through with their cars, and if they don't, they beep to let everybody know. But there's no yelling or aggression in any shape or form. Even the salespeople will try and get your attention, but they're not in your face, which I really appreciate as well. To the point now that, I talk back and just say no thank you on my way past, just to be polite, because they are polite. And I enjoy the call to prayer. It's like, it's like the church bells going off every hour in every other city I've been in when 20 church bells go off. So the call to prayer is very similar to that. And I've really enjoyed that as well, especially late at night when you're walking and it comes across and you just don't feel like you're alone in the street anymore. So that was Istanbul, and it's been a pleasure. So next broadcast will be from Skopje in North Macedonia, as they say. And I keep going to say macadamia every time I do it. So Macedonia, you know what I'm talking about. All right, catch us tomorrow. Bye.